Hello, my lovely Cancer. Ali from Indigo Ascension. Welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here, please do go ahead and check out the description box below where you're going to find links to my YouTube channel. You're already here. To my website address and my Facebook page where you're going to find a little bit more information about the work that I do as an intuitive energy healer and reader. On the channel, you're going to find in-depth readings for empaths, intuitives, and sensitives. You're going to find fortnightly and monthly readings, okay, for each of the zodiacs. You're also going to see, not on here anyway, but unique to Instagram, I do the quick reads, okay? So they're very brief. They're 5-minute videos to give you a quick check-in on your energy and potential for the week, to see what might be around, what might be permeating, all right? But these readings on the YouTube channel are quite in-depth. Their intention is healing. Their intention is soul activation, the embodiment of higher consciousness into the everyday realities that we find ourselves in, okay? So it's about kicking back, having a cuppa, imbuing in the energy. I infuse it with healing, alrighty? Now, each video I like to do a cosmic compass overview to give us an idea of what's going on in the cosmos, because as above, so below. If you follow astrology, you know that we are smack bang in the middle of retrogrades. We're smack bang in the middle of eclipses, okay? We've just transitioned, so there's a strong changing of a guard energy from the Cancer Capricorn solar eclipse, which you guys are, Cancer Capricorn ecliptical cycle, which you guys are well and truly aware of, all right? Also, too, we're moving into the Gemini Sagittarius ecliptical cycle, which will see us through for the next 2 years. Now, many Cancerians are really either feeling this amplification of a new cycle, new process. Also, too, you might be feeling imbued with new energy. Wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to do one more. You're going to feel the energy we've kicked off Cancer season, okay? So happy birthday. I think I said that in the quick reads recently. Or might have said that in your final 2 weeks of June, actually. So a lot of the Cancers, whether you are first or second or third decan, this is your monthly reading. You guys are going to be feeling that freshness, okay? Your solar return energy, okay? And especially after the last 2 years. Okay, so we've got the Capricorn full moon lunar eclipse kicking off the month on the 5th of July. Now, you guys are ruled by the moon. You feel that moon energy. You feel eclipses, definitely. This one's a beautiful letting go, but you have a new moon in Cancer on the 20th of July, Cancer. So that will feel more strongly like your new beginning, your new chapter, where you've let go of the old in many different ways. It'll be evident to you in your everyday reality, all right? Chiron and Ceres asteroids, and they commence retrograde on the 7th and 11th respectively. Now, we're still working with that wounded energy healer. We're still working with the mother energy that Cancer has gifted us, all right? So this is about really getting in touch with our relationship with love, nurture, and how we allow that to heal us or wound us further, okay? How we don't nurture those wounds so that they truly heal is what we're trying to do with all of this retrograde energy. We're trying to reform foundations, rules, structures, whatever the case may be. All of these retrogrades like Pluto, Saturn, Jupiter, Venus earlier, Neptune, it's where the masks are off, guys, you know, the masks are off. No more illusions, no more lying to ourselves about what no longer works for us. No more lying to us about what no longer nourishes us, our path, our purpose. Alrighty, I'm doing something different with the July readings. I want to do a crossroads check-in. As you know, as we start the year, we can have some intentions. We're not going to necessarily end the year like that, and this has been a year like no other. So I want to do a check-in of what you consciously had hoped to heal, integrate, achieve this year, and perhaps what soul was wanting for you, okay? What the deeper subconscious stuff, which is what this retrograde energy has been bringing up, okay? So this is about the deeper wisdoms and what your higher self or soul, oversoul, whatever you want to call it, what the goal is from a subconscious level rather than just the conscious level. There's a row of 6 at the top to represent the conscious and a row of 6 below to represent the subconscious. 6 is the number of harmony. And I have 3 soul cards for you at the very top. 3 is the number of creation. We are creating harmony. We're harmonizing creation so we can move towards change, whatever the case may be. Numerology of 2020 reduces down to a 4, which is about re-establishing strong foundations from the ground up. Okay, we're building new rules, new foundations, new ways of doing things. We also work with the Master 22 number in 2020 numerologically. The Master 22 is about the Master Teacher. What has life taught me? What has my journey taught me? What am I teaching others? What does this challenge teach me? Whatever the case may be. Your energy cards from the soul deck, okay, my lovely Cancers. You're definitely incorporating the wisdoms and the benefits of disciplined energy. Being disciplined to what I see. See this third eye chakra energy color here? Being disciplined to what I see and intuitively know, despite what I'm shown. There's something beautiful, geometric, and almost diamond-like about the image in the middle here. You know, many Cancers might be upgrading their energy in the realms of resilience and pushing through. Like, God, you've just come out of 2.5 years of what an experience that would have toughened the softest crab. Yeah, maybe some of you aren't even wearing your shells anymore. Okay? This year has been about fine-tuning your relationship and value of discipline, all right? I can accomplish what I set my mind to. You are infinite and you are powerful. There's something beautiful, like many facets of your skills, your abilities, your whatever. What? I sound like a 15-year-old. Oh, I've just come out of the Libra reading giggling. Okay. Worry. You're understanding the value that worry plays. And look at the exact same color. Actually, it's slightly different. Our third eye can be disciplined, or our third eye, our thoughts can be quite worrisome. What is the value of worry? I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. This falls back to control energy, trying to see that future path, future potential. If I take a risk, how will it look? What will it be like? How do I have to keep myself safe? Yeah? All right, there's not a lot of value in that investment of it. Something had to die this year. Something had to end. This is the Phoenix Rising card, Cancer. You have closed off a massive cycle. Okay, maybe many Cancers have a completely different relationship with worry than what you once did. Yeah, maybe you were quite stressed, anxious, and something has ended, okay? Let's take a look at at the conscious cards that want to take a look. The Ace of Swords, the Tower, the Nine of Swords. We're going to be laughing through these things. The Justice card, the Chariot, the Magician. Holy dooly. 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana cards. You knew this year would be big. Your intention was to go big, do big, close out big. You felt it. You were wrapping up a 2.5-year cycle, Cancer. This was you intended to start this year with big, okay? You were perhaps also overwhelmed on how best to do that, how best to move forward. There were many options, ways in which you could have achieved this overarching goal. You probably were even still flooded by emotions in many different ways, felt emotional about closing certain chapters or wondering why things ended the way they did. How do I best start? How do I engage? How do I choose? Strong levels of deciding how or who best to trust, especially after the last 2 years, guys, okay? Look at this. There's a snake in that cup. There's something else here. See, we can make a choice, but I don't know exactly what that cup is going to reveal. So feeling overwhelmed. What do they say? What's worse than one option is 2, because then you have to make a decision, and this energy represents 7. So many ways in which to navigate your path moving forward, and that was the energy you perhaps started this year with. You knew that it had to be big. You wanted to end major things here, guys. Karmically, you wanted truth. You are not like, gone are the days where you allow experiences, challenges to lead you to this energy. You know, deception leads us to this energy. Connections that are imbued, or this worry energy even can be It is a Mercury retrogrades in my mouth. This energy is as a result of engaging with energies. This worry energy is as a result of engaging with energies that are anything less than authentic. Okay, you had to come to a level of acceptance. This is at the bottom of the soul deck. I felt really drawn to tell you that. You had your focus, like in your mind, in your consciousness, this year was about truth and clarity. It was about cutting away and upgrading. It was about promotion, leveling up. Maybe you ended an experience late last year, okay? It's about getting truth, getting clarity. Maybe it felt like this. You knew that life, your beliefs, old ways of doing things had to come crumbling down. Maybe many Cancers were going through this energy after experiencing the truth earlier in this year. Because I just linked in to a frequency where a lot of Cancers were experiencing the energy like this towards the start of this year for the first few months. Okay. Something had to end though, guys, because it was causing worry. You were disciplined in whatever you set your mind to, but sometimes that's because we have these deeper beliefs of being good, of being honest, of choosing to be disciplined and resilient through challenges and relationships. But what if those relationships weren't meant to be in our lives? What if the divine had conversations you didn't? What if your higher self knew things that you didn't, and it had to end? That job, that experience, that connection, it had to come down. The truth had to come out. This is the divine sword of truth. This is the divine sword of the universe, where the universe goes, nah, no more. You knew this on a consciousness level though. You knew that there was no more of something, like you were making the most of your 2-year ecliptical cycle, which you knew would close in June 2020. Like no more BS, no more putting up with situations, experiences, people that made you feel this, Cancer, is what I'm feeling. And it's almost like the minute someone is inauthentic, you just boom, nah, we do not align. Karmically dropping. All timelines that no longer are attached or need to be attached to me because I felt like I needed to hold on to things, people, connections, false senses of responsibility. Did I say that properly? False senses of responsibility. Mercury retrogrades in my mouth. Okay. This is about karmic balancing, and you knew it. You knew, you felt it, you intuitively sensed it. You knew you were going to be making decisions which, and if they didn't align to your higher self, your higher ideal. This is the Chariot card, which is ruled by Cancer in the major arcana of the tarot deck, guys. Like, look how empowered that individual is. He, she, whatever. You travel to and from kingdoms with the wisdom of the dark chapters you have been through, as well as the wisdom of the light. 7 is the number of spiritual principles, spiritual integration, spiritual upgrades and ascension. In order to experience an awakening, ascension, this is awakening energy, because old crap has to fall. Old beliefs, foundations. This might even be Cancers that are experiencing strong ascension symptoms to the crown chakra. This is consciousness upgrades, guys, as much as it doesn't look comfortable. But neither does cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance is uncomfortable. It is when our life presents us with a conflicting thought. When you find out the truth, whether you've been betrayed, whether you suddenly come across a belief that just does your head in. I've never even thought of doing that. It's this sudden clarity, and the truth of the divine you wanted this. That's what you were wanting, so that you can feel effortless and feel victory, a sense of strong forward momentum. And I know this happened for a reason. I know that all the crap I've been through has been of purpose, and I will wear it proudly, knowing that I choose to navigate my way forward in victory, that I would do it all again if I needed to in order to thoroughly integrate that wisdom, yeah? Because you know what? The magician is the master creator. We are the master creators, Cancer. The trick is with alchemy. Alchemy requires us to have a genuine, thorough respect of the dark arts and the light, okay? And when I say arts, I'm not talking, don't get complicated with what that can be. You know, spirituality exists in dark realms as well as it exists in light realms. But in order to truly manifest It is more than just the flights and fancy, the light of saying, I want to wish upon a star. It's going to take us to the depths of our dark where we get 100% raw and real and accountable for the blocks we have consciously or subconsciously put in place in our way that prevents us from truly manifesting. And you know what is the most uncomfortable experience of this classroom of manifestation, Cancer? Is that we have manifested every single experience and situation, even the ones, especially the ones that look like this. It takes a lot on a soul level, on a human consciousness level, to acknowledge our role and be accountable for the choices we make when it comes to our thoughts, our feelings, our beliefs. It's a very big thing, and I don't say it lightly. It's a very big thing to be able to say, you know what? I created that. Why did I create that? Go deeper. This is deep consciousness, subconsciousness stuff. What is it that makes me attract those sort of dynamics within a relationship? What is it that makes me attract those sort of experiences in life where life keeps affirming to me that I have a reason to be worried because it did come crashing down? Thoughts create things, in the words of Mike Dooley, Cancer. I will fail, I will fail, I will fail. And you know what? You are spelling that. You are creating, you have stated your truth. You have stated your outcome. It feels really uncomfortable to look in the mirror. Like, do mirror work, Cancer. Look in the mirror. How uncomfortable do you feel when you say, I love you? I am beautiful. Look yourself dead set in the eyes. Notice the discomfort that happens, the flushing that might happen, the sudden uprise that is almost like cognitive dissonance, but in the emotions or in the head. You can feel, the more we get in touch with our energy, Cancer, you guys have been on an ecliptical journey, all right? I'm not saying this. Welcome to Energy Management Class 201. This is that next level, guys, so that you can truly respect your ability to be the master creator of your journey. Notice how effortless it can sometimes feel when we're vibrating low, vibrating to this energy. Look ourselves in the eye and say, you're an idiot, you're a fool, you can't do it. It feels almost effortless, yeah? You know what? It should feel bloody uncomfortable, Cancer. It should make you feel unrest. It should feel wrong to say that. And if it does, great. I'm connecting into Cancers here that I don't know, mirror work, guys. Mirror work, Google it. There's a lot of free resources out there about it. There's a beautiful opportunity here for you between the months of July right through to next January. November and January are very potent for you. Look at this. Draw forth. You have dropped karmic timelines. It is time for you to step into your higher power, okay? Free of the worry of what other people may think. Free of the old timelines that no longer exist, that were holding you back, old beliefs, the old version of you, Cancer, okay? You know the value of discipline. The third eye chakra, our thoughts can feel disciplined or they can feel like this. Choose. You know what you will choose. Pull yourself up in every moment. You are a multifaceted being that can create any reality you choose. All right? Let's take a look at what the soul wants to say. Ace of Wands. Two aces right underneath each other. Oh, that's a mirror, okay? The Death card is right underneath the Tower, guys. Sorry. But can endings happen anymore? I love when the energy just flows like this. The Seven of Cups is mirrored by the deck that was originally for your top row, okay? The Seven of Cups, this overwhelming ways in, this overthinking, this worry. I've got too many options. This is disconnected from my heart and certainly disconnected from the most potent ability of my mind. Because if my mind is in this Nine of Swords energy, I'm not using it to its mastery level, guys. The magician operates at a mastery level. He has every element on the table. Look at this. He's got the wands. He's got a cup. He's got a coin. He's got a sword. The reason I emphasize the fact that alchemy, creation and manifestation takes a mixture of these two, okay? We must have respect for the dark and the light. It's not about fluffy good wishes and let's hope this works out for the best. It's about getting raw and real. Be willing to wade through the dark to truly work with manifestation energy at its most potent. It is then when you travel that journey, you integrate them both, Cancer, that you have everything you need to actually work with manifestation energy. This is feeling very magic to me. Maybe there are Cancers out there that are working with some manifestation affirmations or whatever the case is. You're really wanting to draw forth that thing. Okay, you know when the mind is like that, that is not its most potent. You know when the emotions, you're a master of your emotions. So center, ground, get in touch with your strong intuition to truly filter the choices here, to truly filter the thoughts here. All right? That's what soul wants you to know. The Knight of Swords. So look at this Knight of Swords energy is sitting directly underneath the Chariot. It is the same energy, guys. Well, fast moving. It's this, you know, surety. Mirror. Wow. Another ace. There's 3 aces. The Ace of Pentacles sits directly underneath the Justice card. Karmic balancing had to happen to get you to your Ace of Pentacles. This is an unexpected one, though. What you thought was a Tower moment, what you have consciously thought was an end, this ending had to happen thanks to like this Ace of Swords, this truth, this clarity had to happen to bring you on this journey to this. Okay? Oh my God. Oh my God. Guys, look. The divine was wanting you. Oh, wow. This is so beautiful. Okay. Oh, look. This is a divine counterpart. Underneath this deck, this is the row that represents your higher self, your soul, is the King of Cups. This is you in your masculine element. And I was going to mention that a little bit later. What finished your reading, Cancer, is the Queen of Cups on that same row. This is what soul wants you to know. That there's a divine union here. There is a divine union of emotional harmony. This is you coming into union within your emotions. Because look, the Seven of Cups showed up twice. Wow, 2 sevens. That's spiritual. Spiritual principles at play. There's a spiritual gift the divine wanted you to know this year. Okay? A harmony, a marriage, okay? And marriage is coming into union. This is your masculine self, your feminine self when it comes to your emotional harmony. So that you no longer felt overwhelmed in the emotions, okay? Feeling overwhelmed in emotional circumstances or circumstances that touched on your emotions, relationships, love, whatever the case may be. Old world structures, old things had to come crashing down. There's a karmic ending here, Cancer. The divine stepped in many ways and you knew it would so that you could step into your higher power. Guys, this is the Chariot. This is you in your higher form. You knew this would happen. But this is also like the divine telling you, yes, this union did happen. It's happening. You're confirming it. Like, this is beautiful. This love. This is love. This is connection. This is within you, your relationship with self. Like when you merge that twin flame energy inside, this is water. This is you, your essence, the essence of who you are. You have mastered your emotions to the point of emotional mastery with the king and queen now in union, that you can empoweredly travel forward. Like I said, male or female. Like, it's probably a male. But who does he or she come home to? Like, who's in that kingdom back there? You know, this is about being autonomous while in union too. This independent journey that you had to take in order to come into union. This spiritual journey of union, and it had to be traveled independently. And karmic lines had to drop, old ways of being, towers had to crumble. You know, this is almost like, I think I said this in the Libra reading, it's like someone, when this happens, guys, it's like the universe, our higher self says, no more, okay? Look at this energy, 1, 2, 3. Look at what's underneath, the Death card, the Ace of Wands. Spirit is wanting you to know that this, it was seemingly chaotic, this seemingly hurt, heartbreaking ending, whether it was old roles you played, old jobs, old dynamics, relationships, the ways in which you connected to others, okay? There's a death had to happen in self, an ego death had to happen to release you from the binds of worry and to show you truly how resilient you are when it comes to your discipline, to path, to purpose, to faith. That your relationship with yourself will continue to unfold in exactly the way. It doesn't have to feel like this, because your relationship with self is reflected in your relationship with others, your relationship to your career, your path, okay? Something had to karmically end. Everything had to happen exactly as it did so that you could come into union with your higher truth, into harmony with yourself, the higher aspects of self, so you could step into your chariot energy. Like there was it's almost like a cherry on the top feeling I'm getting here, guys. Because of, she lives over there. Because of this Ace of Pentacles, this is something tangible. You know? Like this is in the thoughts. The Ace of Swords is the thoughts. I'm getting clear. This is divine truth, divine higher consciousness. The sword of God. However, this is clarity and truth. Knowing. Okay? This is a beautiful spark of divine energy, a divine gift. This is the energy that will light your fire to begin. This is the birth of something new. This is the activation of transformation energy. So these two are at play. But I feel like this is a surprise. This Ace of Pentacles is something tangible. It is something you can see and touch, like you can think and feel these two energies is what I want to say. But here it is. It's landing in your life before the end of this year, guys. New job, new career, money, a commitment, a marriage, okay? Especially like with this marrying to a new path, a commitment to a new path. This is a divine gift. Something, someone, a concept, an idea, an opportunity was a divine gift on your path. And you know that everything had to happen exactly as it did to get you to where you are, Cancer, to your divine higher self. Look at them. They're just like the King and Queen of Cups are almost like when you look at there, like they just know. They know that their path has been of purpose. They know that they're exactly where they're... Wow, Saturn. Look at Saturn in the background there. This Cancer Capricorn cycle has been of importance to you as far as rules and structures and rules around our emotions and how we act on them. How many Cancers have been told they're too moody, too emotional, too sensitive? This is about coming to mastery within your emotional body, Cancer. Saturn, more importantly, Capricorn, which sits in your 7th house of relationships and partnerships. There was a death, an old way of living, loving, connecting, getting intimate, feeling vulnerable when it comes to sharing our heart. The rules you were told to live by family, by fear, by religion. Saturn Saturn, when we do our Saturn return at age 29 or every 29 years, huge wisdom lessons. Huge. This is karmic balancing when it comes to emotions, the role of the father, okay, the masculine or feminine loves in your life. Let's take a look. This is lightning energy. Holy dooly. Look at that. I love when I analyze the cards. They just tell their, look at the lightning energy in there. Is that lightning? That's how I interpreted that. The silver lining around the, because it looks like moonlight that's shimmering on the water. There's calm water out there. She's listening. She's aware of the wisdom of that lightning. She's aware of the silver. Take it however you interpret this card. I initially thought lightning, but I can also see when I look deeper, it's like silver lining. Every cloud has a silver lining, which accentuates the message that I was trying to say. Everything had to happen exactly as it did. This full moon in Capricorn, look at this. Work with the full moon energies. They are illuminating, but the full moon in Capricorn is also a full moon lunar eclipse. You guys love the moon. You are empowered by it. Work with it. Let it fuel you to your greatest self. Holy dooly. Let's see what else the divine wants to say. A death had to happen here to get you, you know, perhaps even out of your emotional body into your thought body with the Queen of Swords. She puts up with no BS. She deals with conflict. There is no way to cross her. You cannot take advantage of her emotions, all right? You can't take advantage of her vulnerability. She is strong. She is powerful. And perhaps Cancer, she is shaped by experiences that are like that, so that she remembers to travel like this. She is also this lady in many ways. Look at her, very similar. Got her sword. She's got her sword. Maybe that's her sister girl. Maybe that is her. The Justice card is ruled by Libra. Okay, so the Queen of Swords is Libra, Aquarius or Gemini. Gemini season was significant. Maybe you have strong Gemini placements. Maybe you're connecting into a Gemini. It's of purpose, okay? To take you to your Empress status. This is actually, well, you know, the counterpart to the Empress in the major arcana is the Emperor, sure. But do you know who her soul tribe is, who her divine, not divine partner, what do I want to say? It's like if I had a business partner, okay? Because what is she? She's the mother of the zodiac. Look at her. Look at her. What is she doing in this? She's ruled by Aries. She is the beginning energy of life, okay? So she represents gestation, she represents motherhood, she represents creating new beginnings. She is creative, she is the queen. She is all queens that have come before her, okay? She is all queens that have come before her. I don't know what that planet would be. What is she ruled by? Is she ruled by Mercury? Because of, no, is she ruled by Mars rather? But why is that green? I just thought Neptune when I saw that, but I'm going to have to read the deck to see what they're particularly depicting in this deck, all right? Some tarot readers say that this is also Taurus, Cancer, Libra, all right? But primarily Aries is what the Empress represents, okay? And I like to think of it as the beginning energy. It's that spark of fire that creates life that I'm now going to nurture. So back to what I was saying. Who is her soul buddy, soul tribe, okay? It is this guy. They are both creators. He has everything he needs on the table. He has all elements, the cup, the coin, the wand, the sword. She is the embodiment of the skills and abilities. She is all queens that have come before her. She is not just the Queen of Cups, Cancer. She is the Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, and Queen of Coins as well. That's why they're like soulmates, okay? They're not divine counterparts per se. What's the difference between 1 and 3? 2. 2 is the missing number. 2 is the High Priestess, which is representation of our deep devotion to lore and old world, old ways, old knowing, wisdom, like intuitive wisdom. This is quite magical. Like we can manifest, we can intuit and create and nurture what we've manifested and vice, and it's just this infinite loop. Gestation and life and death and yeah. And you know what? You know what, Cancer? Like without pulling it out, the High Priestess is ruled by the moon, okay? So it can be ruled by Cancer and Pisces, and she has two pillars, black and white, on either side of her. I'll show you. Now it's turning into a tarot lesson. High Priestess, where are you? There she is. Look, dark, light. Dark, light. This is the reason why it is ruled by the moon, okay? The moon, the lunar eclipse, the full moon lunar eclipse is significant for you in the month of July, Cancer. Work with it, alchemize from it, really let go in ceremony, whatever works for you. Affirmations, okay? Symbolically. There's a closing of the chapter when you work with 7 and 2 because it adds up to 9. But see how they're the same. This is the difference between this and this. Okay, so we in the major arcana, 1, 2, 3. What's the value of 2? What is the value of 2? Duality. The value of 2 is partnership. We cannot just travel alone. There's a lot we can do, yes. Yeah. There is a lot that we can do on our own, but the value, like the true value of 2 is partnership, it's divinity, it's union. How much more can you achieve in partnership with the divine, Cancer, with your higher self, with another that truly resonates to you? This is your other half. 3 aces, my friend. Whoa, I just saw underneath that. 2 swords, a wand, and the coins. 4 aces want to show up for you today. Okay? I can keep going, but I want to finish it up here. The moon, the King of Wands, the 7 of Wands, the 3 of Wands, Death card again, 8 of Wands. I can keep going. You knew that 2020 was going to be a big year. And so too did your higher self. I see a lot of beautiful mirroring here. So maybe many Cancers knew this on some level. Many levels, okay? Of what actually you were manifesting. Maybe you were manifesting and working with manifestation energy since July or November last year. Last November, between July and November last year is significant with whatever had to come down this year, okay? Because you were working with manifestation energy. You have created this, my love. You have drawn this in. You have drawn this forward. It is here. It is tangible. You can see it, touch it, feel it. Apply it however it resonates, my love. There is definitely a death of the old world for many Cancers. You have successfully worked with the Phoenix Rising. You are closing off a massive 2-year cycle where you were working with opposition energy. Make no mistake, it is huge. It required discipline. It required a discipline to your spiritual path, your belief and faith in your higher self and wisdom and guidance to see you through, okay? And you truly do see that you are learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. And that connecting into heart space, intuition, feels a hell of a lot more better than connecting into stress and worry, yeah? Maybe what had to die was everyone and any... I'm not saying that they had to die. What had to die was your connection to everyone and anything, okay? Anything that made you feel that energy. How much do you allow? How much do you nurture? You take everyone into your womb, Cancer. That was the energy of a lot of your readings, okay, in the last couple of months through this retrograde energy that we're currently in. As you wrapped up your 2-year ecliptical cycle, you know that you can carry the wounds of others quite well. But how does that service you? How does that service your path? And would you want your loved one to do that? No, because you love your people. You wouldn't expect them to do that. That wouldn't be the advice you would give them. to experience their higher self, their divinity, their most beautiful manifestation of a life that they deserve to live, how they want to love and experience connection, abundance. Okay, let's see what the unicorns want to say for my lovely Cancer. Why do I feel like I need to keep shuffling? Let's keep them there out of interstate. There's 2 there, guys. You're the second or third zodiac that I've pulled 3 unicorn cards for now. That one. Balance has been of purpose, okay? Take time to relax, Cancer. Indulge a little more or less. Set boundaries with your work. Look at that beautiful sacral chakra energy, solar plexus energy, where we're balancing, okay, the lower 3 chakras with our crown chakra. We're working a lot with transformation energy when it comes to those energy centers too, guys. Okay? Balancing. Courage and growth. Look at these. A lot of heart chakra stuff there too. Look at the birth. After a death, a birth. Look at that baby unicorn. This came up in the Libra reading. Okay? Seek out a mentor or guide, Cancer. Take baby steps as you grow. Be willing to learn from others. And as I said to the Libras, okay, be willing to learn from your past self as well as your future self. Courage. You are safe. Fear is but an illusion. Set strong boundaries. Maybe you already have. And you have ignited the fire within of your courage that helped bring everything into balance, Cancer. Okay? So that you could experience true growth this year. And it looks like you are, my friend. I hope that resonates. If so, please do like, share, and comment. Let your other empath and sensitive and intuitive friends know where to find the channel. But like I said earlier, if you want to take a look at the Instagram page, you will see there that I do quick reads, which is unique to Instagram, okay? So they're quick 5-minute reads as a check-in for your weeks. But that is your July Practically Soulful energy reading, and I'll also be doing the first fortnight of July rolling out on the channel soon. But I hope you got some resonance from that, Cancer. Looks like a beautiful month. No doubt you will be enjoying the celebrations. Congratulate yourself not just on the last year and this new solar return that you're experiencing for your birthday, but also to a closing of a 2.5-year ecliptical cycle that led you to here, to who you are, to your unified self, into union with your higher self and greater forms of divine love. You are abundant. Till next time.